This Father's Day, instead of just buying your dad a gift, consider making him something instead. A drink, for instance. You can whip up a top-shelf cocktail with spirits your father probably already has in his bar. Here with a top-shelf drink recipe for Father's Day is Seamstress bartender and Chartreuse brand ambassador, Jeremy Hawn. Jeremy, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So what are some of the classic spirits that some dads are likely to already have?
Well, most of the things they're going to have on their shelf are going to be something like scotch or bourbon, something that's heavily aged, has a lot of wood on it. So today I'm actually making a slight substitution, going a little bit more modern, slightly less traditional. We have some Jose Cuervo Reserva de Familia, which has been around for 200 years, passed down in the Cuervo family from generation to generation, 10 generations in fact. But it has a very similar wood on it, like you would find in a scotch or a bourbon.
Nice. And then, of course, you brought the Chartreuse with you. Tell us a little bit about that.
I did. So that's actually a different kind of father. Chartreuse is made by the Carthusian monks in southern France since 1605. It involves 130 different botanicals, so there's a lot of flavor in there, and bartenders absolutely love using it in cocktails because of that.
And you say the color comes from the liquor?
Yes, and the name Chartreuse is actually their pronunciation of Carthusian. So the name actually comes from the order of monks, then was imparted onto the spirit, and then because of its unique color, it spawned its own color palette.
Fascinating. I did not know that little tidbit there. Now tell us the name of the drink and make it for us.
So, we're calling this Dad's Top Shelf.
Gotcha.
The Cuervo Reserva de Familia does retail at $150 a bottle.
So that's top shelf.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is take 2.5 ounces of this.
All right.
Move these out of the way a little bit. And then just 1/4 ounce of chartreuse. As I said, it is very intensely flavored with 130 different botanicals, so a little bit goes a long way.
Is it sweet? I'm not sure I've ever tasted it.
It is sweet. It's mostly herbal. They will never tell you exactly what goes into it, so it's hard to pin down a specific flavor.
Secret recipe.
But it's incredibly herbaceous and very, very delicious.
And but it's never sipped alone. It's always mixed.
They do sip it alone as a after-dinner digestif over ice or chilled like white wine. But here in America, we tend to use it as a modifier as opposed to sipping it straight.
And that's vermouth?
That is sweet vermouth, yes, also from France. Spectacular new brand that just came on the market called La Contenie.
And what's that there?
2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters, which is a very old traditional bitter made out of New Orleans. So then we're gonna add our ice.
I love this. This is a very historic drink.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of history going into this one.
Cocktails do in general.
Yeah.
And, that's the nice thing about all the cocktail bars popping up again is that, you know, these are recipes and skills that have been around for, 150 to 200 years, and were lost for a while when we sort of got away from, handcrafted things or farm fresh food and all of that. And now, along with the foodie movement, this is coming back in a big way.
Right, and so people shouldn't be intimidated by these more flavorful spirits.
Not at all, not at all. I mean, you don't want to overpower anything. Everything in a cocktail should be in balance. But at the same time, yeah, don't be afraid of flavor, Flavor is good, it's delicious.
Sounds good, can't wait to give it a try. You have a little orange rind as well?
Oh, yeah. Using orange twists instead of cherries in like a Manhattan or old-fashioned, the essential oils off of the skin actually bring out a lot of the nice flavors that come from the wood.
Look at that. That looks beautiful. Perfect cocktail for your dad, especially if he has a little interest in history. You've got a whole history lesson right there.
Absolutely. Well, you're talking about, 2 different generations and different things that people have lived through. It's nice that some of these traditions can carry on through from generation to generation.
Absolutely. That looks just delicious. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Let's give it a try.
Cheers.
Cheers. You know, I was a little worried because some of the liquor is a little strong. I was a little worried I wouldn't love it, but I love it. It's really got a great blend of flavors.
Yeah, and you can really taste the wood still from the Reserva.
Yeah.
Obviously, the herbaceousness from the Chartreuse, and then just a little bit of savory bitterness from the Peychaud's to balance out the sweet of the vermouth.
Can't wait to enjoy this drink with Dad. Jeremy,
Right.
thank you so much for that.
Thank you.